So you've been to or witnessed an Igbo gathering. Of course, if you do, you will first notice the importance given to these guys, the kola nut. Yes, the kola nut is such an important fruit to the Igbo, and without it, no event is started. Have you ever wondered why a small fruit such as this is given such huge and mighty respect among the Igbo? Do you even know the message that a kola nut holds? It is actually revered by the Igbo. Well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you the secret message of the kola nut and why it is such an important fruit to the Igbo. I'm also going to be giving you the types of kola nut that we have among the Igbo. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Ibuka and I welcome you to the Igbo lab. In this lab, I teach you everything about Igbo language, Igbo culture, Igbo history, as well as Igbo arts. And in today's episode, we are talking about the kola nut. Yes, the orji. The orji is such an important fruit, and that's why we are talking about it today. So we are talking about the secret message that the kola nut holds. Do you even know that the kola nut holds a message? That is why it's so important to the Igbo. So in today's video, we shall be talking about the types of orji, the types of kola nut that we have among the Igbo, its importance, and as well as the message that it holds. If you are new to my channel, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. With that, you will be notified anytime I release a new video such as this one. The kola nut, not just any fruit, but a spirit being fruit according to so many potters. It is believed that the kola nut is planted by the Westerners, eaten in the large quantities also by the Northerners, but revered by the Igbo. But why then does the Igbo respect the kola nut? You have heard so much about the kola nut, you have been to an event and you have seen the people talk about the kola nut. In fact, without the kola nut being present at any event, that event is not even started. That is the culture of the Igbo. But according to the Igbo, actually two types of kola nut. There is one kola nut known as Ojiawosa, which is known also as Goro. Now, this type of kola nut is eaten largely by the Northerners. But then there's another type of kola nut that is known as Oji Igbo, the Igbo kola nut. Now, this type of kola nut is largely also eaten by the Igbo and also presented at their social gathering. The emphasis in this video is on the Igbo kola nut. So the Igbo kola nut also, there are two types of kola nut. There is one that is called Oji Ugo. Now, this Oji Ugo is milkish in color, while we have Oji Nkete. Then what then is the difference between Oji Ugo and Oji Nkete? Now, let me tell you. Oji Ugo, as the name goes, Igbo kola, is actually considered to be an important kola nut. It is never common. So it is given to kings, people who you value, people of so much importance, and not just given to anybody. While the Oji Nkete, the common kola, is always popular, you can see that that's what mostly you see at an event. Alright, having stated that, let us quickly dive into the message and the types of kola nut that we have. I'm talking about this message, I'm going to color it together with the cotyledons. Now, what do I mean by cotyledons? An orji which is known as Obo orji, one single orji like this. After they are done praying, they open it. So to see the number of kola nut or pieces of kola nut or lobes also of kola nut that is contained in that one orji. These lobes on these cotyledons actually send a whole lot of message. But why is that? Now, the Igbo, just like every African, is a spiritual being. They believe that whatever they do is directed by the gods. So when a person goes to the market to buy a kola nut, They believe that it is the spirits that directs the person to buy or pick or choose the one that the person has chosen for an event. So when the person brings that kola nut back and they open it, the message that comes right in is believed to be directly from the spirits. When people finish praying with the kola nut in an event and they break it or try to break it or try to open it into different pieces to see the number of cotyledons that it contains, and they discover that that kola nut does not actually break or does not have pieces or does not have different parts. Now, what is that type of kola nut known as? You wonder. That kola nut is actually known as audio with the dumb kola. In some other quarters, they know it as audio more, the kola nut of the spirit. But why is it known as the kola nut of the spirit? Or why is it even called audio wheat at the first instance? Audio wheat simply means that the kola nut did not say anything. Now remember, the kola nut is a message from the spirit. So when the Igbo receives audio wheat, they do not eat that kind of orji. In some other quarters where they know it as orji more, the kola nut of the spirit, they also believe that it's a kola nut that belongs to Chukwu himself, and as such should never be eaten by a human or a mortal being. So what do they do with this kind of kola nut? The Igbo throw these kola nuts away, while some take it to the soothsayers to consult the oracle and understand the secret message that the kola nut has brought to them. Alright? Having said that, let us now move to the second type of kola nut, or the second message of the kola nut. Now, the second message of the kola nut we're going to be talking about today is the kola nut that has only two lobes, or a kola nut that has just two cotyledons. Remember what I told you about the cotyledons? The pieces of kola nut when you open it. When people find that the kola nut that they have finished praying with only has two cotyledons, what they do is that they do not eat that kind of kola nut. But what is the symbolism of such kola nut? It is actually a shadow figure of the audio with symbolizing male and female. In the pre-colonial Igbo society, the Igbo do not take easy the number two or whatever that comes in twos. They see two as forbidden, and they see two as something that is unholy. Of course, that explains why the Igbo killed twins in the pre-colonial Igbo society. So when the Igbo receives or finds that the kola nut that they have finished praying with has just two cotyledons, they do not eat that same kola nut, just like the audio with. They also take the kola nut to the soothsayer to know why the gods have chosen to send them that kind of message. In fact, that kola nut is also not used for any social or any religious event, and also used to consult the oracle to know why the spirit sent that message. On to the third message, or the third type of kola nut. The third message of the kola nut is the kola nut that has three lobes. A kola nut that has three lobes is known as Oji Ikenga. Ikenga means Ikenjiaga, the strength at which I move, or the strength that I move with. Ikenga is a spirit of power and achievement. So when the Igbo haven't prayed with the kola nut, because that is what we used to pray to the gods, haven't prayed with the kola nut, and the Igbo finds that the kola nut that they just finished praying with has just three lobes. That kola nut is a special kola nut. In some quarters, they call it Ojindi Chirechichi, the kola nut of the titled men. This is because the people that eat this type of kola nut are mostly warriors, people who have achieved a whole lot of things in the society and not just ordinary people. The only time a woman tastes Oji Ikenga is when the woman is believed to be trusting the spirit for a male child. So when the woman eats this kind of kola nut, the popular belief is that it gives her the strength, or it gives her the grace to be able to conceive of a male child. This is the third message of the kola nut. Let's now move to the fourth message that the Kola Nut sends, which is a secret message. The fourth message of the Kola Nut is a Kola Nut that has 4 lobes. The Kola Nut that has 4 lobes. Remember what I told you the lobes is, or another name for it is the cotyledons. A Kola Nut that has 4 lobes is known as Ojiahiano, or in some quarters it is known as Ojiudo n'Oganihu. Now, why is it known as Ojiahiano or Ojiudo and Oganihu? That is simply because the Igbo has 4 market days. These 4 market days were instituted by 4 spirits or 4 gods, which are Eke, Orie, Afo, and Nwo. These 4 deities represent peace and progress. Igbo, having prayed with the Kola Nut, discovered that the Kola Nut has only 4 lobes. That Kola Nut is considered to be Ojiudo and Oji Oganihu, Kola Nut of peace and progress, because they believe that the spirit of these 4 gods are all present in the social gathering where this Kola Nut was found. That wherever these 4 spirits gather, just like the Christians have the Trinity, there's going to be progress, there's going to be peace. So things will go well. That is the common belief. Now, let us move to the 5th message of the Kola Nut. And the 5th type of Kola Nut that we are talking about today is the Kola Nut that has 5 lobes. Yes, that's the 5th message that the Kola Nut sends across. But what is that message? A Kola Nut that has 5 lobes represents Oji Nchekwa, a Kola Nut of protection, and Oji Omomo, a Kola Nut of procreation. But why is this? It's simply a message that the Spirit sends across to men that whenever the Kola Nut that has 5 lobes is discovered, they are simply saying that they are assuring people that there's going to be lots of procreation and also that they have their protection. In fact, in some other places, they know it as Oji Selele Welele. Now, Selele Welele means smooth ride, smooth journey. So whenever this type of Kola Nut is discovered, the simple message that people get is that they rejoice and also believe that things will begin to go well. Any business idea that they have, any encounter that they have, they believe is going to move smoothly. Now let us go to the 6th message of the Kola Nut. The 6th secret message of the Kola Nut is represented in the Kola Nut that has 6 lobes. Remember that it is not by human strength that a man picks a Kola Nut that has different lobes. So the Kola Nut lobes is determined by the Spirit. So when the Igbo, having prayed with the Kola Nut, discovered that the Kola Nut has 6 lobes, Kola Nut sends a message that represents Oji Kenga. Now remember, I've earlier treated Oji Kenga, which is a Kola Nut that has 3 lobes. Now, a Kola Nut that has 6 lobes is just a double of that Oji Kenga, which explains why it is known as Oji Kenga. In some other quarters, they also call it Oji Ndichie, Kola Nut of the ancestors, while some call it Oji Obobando, Kola Nut of covenant. In some other places, they also call it Oji Oriko, Kola Nut of communion. So what does it mean? It's a Kola Nut that brings togetherness, prosperity, and also promotes interpersonal relationship. So whenever this kind of Kola Nut is shared or discovered, it mellows down every spirit of strife and also makes the people love themselves the more, because they believe that this is the message that the Spirit have sent to them to love themselves and also have more communion with each other. Let's go to the last message or secret message of the Kola Nut. That is the Kola Nut that has 7 lobes. The secret message that is encoded in a Kola Nut that has 7 lobes shows that it is a Kola Nut of perfection. That is why it is known as Oji Asamado na Asamuo, a Kola Nut of 7 men and 7 spirits. So whenever this kind of kola nut is discovered or having prayed with the kola nut, they will discover that the kola nut has 7 lobes. That kola nut actually shows the interrelationship between the humans and also the spirit. It shows that the spirits are in good relationship with men. It also explains the saying of the Igbo, Ndụ m ọzọ, ndụ asaa, ụwa m ọzọ, ụwa asaa. My life again, 7 lives. My world again, 7 worlds. So number 7 to the Igbo is purely perfection. This type of kola nut is not commonly gotten. You don't see it all the time. So whenever the Igbo having prayed with the kola nut and discovered that it has 7 lobes, they often rejoice. In fact, in some other traditional beliefs, they even go ahead to kill a fowl to actually appease the gods for having confirmed that they are in total support of what they are doing on earth. Alright, I believe by now you now know the secret message that the kola holds, which is why it is given so much importance by the Igbo. Comment down below, tell me your view about the kola nut. What is the kola nut known for in your tribe, in your culture? What are the secret message that it holds to your people? Let me know what your opinion is regarding this. And also, you watching this video up to this moment means that you have gotten tons of value from this video. Do not forget to give us a thumbs up and also share this video to as many people as possible so they can benefit from such important information and education such as this one. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do consider subscribing. Please click on the subscribe button right now to be notified anytime I post a new video such as this one. Thank you very much for watching. I do see you in my next video. Peace.